Most of the things we don't talk about on the air. To find out more details or apply, you can go to hsn.com. Well, it is anniversary month, and one of the biggest anniversaries here at HSN has to be Chef Wolfgang Puck. We're now going to move on to this glorious air fryer. Now, Chef has done very popular fryers over the years. In fact, he came out originally with a digital fryer, or with a dial fryer, which was really great. We sold thousands of them. Now he's gone digital because you're going to get a ton of accuracy with this. And again, it's one of those set it and kind of forget it moments. You just put in whatever topic it is, whatever you might be cooking, and you walk away. Look at that. Yeah, that's a cupcake. There's some chicken. This does wonderful multi-purpose cooking for you. It's an air fryer. It bakes, honest to goodness bakes, and it roasts, i.e. you saw that 5-pound beautiful brown chicken that was so juicy and perfect. What most people buy the air fryer for is to get fried food, get the crunch, get the taste, get the flavor, but none of the guilt. And then when you start baking and roasting with it, it really takes it to that next level. Two colors, we've got black and we have red tonight. It is also on sale. This was originally $165 for the anniversary, $119.95. And we even have 5 flex on this. Black going into this look at it is the most limited. Chef, what do you love most about this specific air fryer?
You know what I love it. First of all, it's digital. Second of all, you can program it. For example, if you say chicken, you push chicken here, and then you push start. And it will start it, and look at that, 18 minutes at 400 degrees. So you don't have to do anything. You can walk away. It will shut itself off, and it's foolproof, totally foolproof. So whatever you cook, it can be digital. So, and you can see it here. If you start it, all right, now it started. See? You have to, just here is the starter. So it's so simple. Now, you can do it manually too. So if you want, okay, I want my chicken not so brown. So you put less degree, make it not as hot. But I think for me, I like to fry hot. And the second thing is, it's so much healthier and so much cheaper. Why? Because if you have a fryer, if you have a pan, or if you have a fryer like we used to sell them years ago too, why did we sell them? Because it works really well. But it also is much more expensive. And I know when I used to fry with my boys French fries, Galila, my wife, used to come down into the kitchen and said, I can smell upstairs in the bedroom you're making French fries. So she used to hate it. And forget about it. If we make fish and chips, if we made tempura shrimp, she said, you know, I don't want that fryer here. Now, my children get up in the middle of the night. They play their video games, whatever, and they go down in the kitchen. They take out the bag of the French fries from the freezer, throw it in there, and I hear them after going up in the bedroom, and I see them with the ketchup in their room, in their bedroom. So they can do it by themselves so easily. So it is perfect. Now look at that here. I made a whole bunch of fries in here. You can see how crispy they are. So all you have to do is then put a little salt, pepper on it, maybe. Here it is. You can put a little bit of Parmesan cheese on it if you want to, maybe a little ketchup. All right, maybe a little parsley, chopped parsley. So it all depends on you. Now, at our restaurant, we love to put Parmesan cheese on our French fries. Nice. I love the flavor of it. They're hot fries with the Parmesan, and then a little bit of fresh herbs, and you have a nice dish. Put that on the table, and you are done. Look at that. See that?
It's gorgeous. And you made a big pile of them too, Chef. That's feeding the football team right there.
Because this is a 9-quarter, so you can roast a big chicken, or you can make a bunch of French fries. Yes, there are air fryers out there who are less expensive, but you barely can make one order in there. I don't want to have a thing like that. I have 2 or 3 kids, like my children bring over a friend. They don't want to cook French fries for 3 hours to get 3 portions. So with this, it makes it so easy.
Absolutely. And you guys, what's amazing with his capacity is you can actually bake in this. He's going to show baked goods. Probably Marion's going to do that. But also, this is completely nonstick on the interior. And Chef, thanks for doing that, because I've had air fryers in the past that weren't nonstick. And quite frankly, they were a mess to try to clean up. So I really appreciate you've made it really easy.
Yeah, it is totally nonstick. So you can actually fry it the way you want it. You see here, I'm putting the temperature up now, so you can do it manually, or you can do it here and say chicken. You're gonna see the chicken leg here. Okay, and say start 25 minutes, okay, 300. But I like it more brown, so I'm gonna put it at 400. Okay, perfect, and put start. So that's all you have to do. So simple, so easy to work with. Now let's see what else we have in here. Oh, you know what? We like chicken wings. I like chicken thighs. So you can roast chicken thighs. It's really inexpensive. You can buy a bunch full and they cost under $1 a pound. And look how many I put in here.
Chef, what do you coat that with anything?
Yeah, I put some barbecue sauce on here, or you can put hoisin sauce on here. You put on whatever you like. You know, you can make it really spicy if you like to, or just keep it the way I have here. Maybe put a little bit of some greenery on top. It's a little, some chilies. Do we have a few chilies here or something? All right, you can put that on top. Now look how beautiful they look. And it's all one pot cooking, so you don't need anything extra. Everything comes out of one thing.
Hey,
so
Chef,
out of
I
one
remember
pot.
a couple of years ago, because I'm very blessed to work with you over now, for me, for 16 years. I remember a couple of years ago, you said, you know what, I'm really gonna change my eating lifestyle. And you made a big change in your own personal way that you were eating. And did the air fryer come along at the right time for you? Because I think it has for a lot of us.
Totally for our house and for our children too, because putting on the oil, you know, it's a gallon of oil and the oil is expensive. So, and then it smells up the whole house from it. So I had to take my my fryer outside because my wife did not like the smell in the kitchen or in the whole house doing anything. So I think for me, it really changed my life because extra calories, you know, when you don't have the right temperature, it sits in the oil. So it's really, really, really not a good way to diet or to lose a few pounds. But now you can do it however you like to do it. I mean, it's really amazing. If you want to roast your pork roast beef, anything works right in here. Look at that. A perfectly roasted chicken in here. You can even toss the vegetables in here and then take it out. This is a 5-pound chicken. Look at that.
It's perfect.
Perfectly
it's absolutely
cooked.
Perfect. Now, Chef, explain the technology, because people then think, well, is that really dry on the interior? Because it's a really crispy exterior. It's browned beautifully, but why does it keep it moist in the interior?
Well, because the air is really going all around. So you have this giant fan on top here, and it spreads the air all around. And the way the inside is designed, and it doesn't sit on the bottom, you can see there's the grill in here on the bottom here. So that way, it never sits in your pot. It never sits in the oil. If you cook a prime rib, a pork roast, so it's really much better. But basically, is like a convection oven. We use convection oven in our restaurant. Why? Because it's totally even heating. You look at my chicken, all around the same color. It doesn't just cook on the top. It doesn't just cook on the side. The air is circulating around perfectly. So you have your nonstick basket, and it makes it so much easier to put everything in one. And if you want to put a chicken like that, put it on the table and cut it on the table. Now, if you have my knife, makes it easy. Look how beautiful. If you want to make a sandwich, now give me one of my knives here. Do we have it somewhere here? Should I take one? Okay. All right, so now let's see how easy it works. Do we have more stuff coming out?
Okay, you know what, Chef, I'm gonna go to Marian real quick. We're gonna check in with her in her kitchen and see what she's up to, because I'm hoping and guessing it might be baking in this. Marian, welcome back.
Hi, oh my gosh, I am so in love with this, Suzanne, because when we all fall in love with air fryers, there's one thing that crosses your mind the minute you've tried one. I need more space, so you think, I'm seeing a new air fryer. How many pieces of chicken can I lay down in there when I'm making supper for my family? And with Wolfgang, you can lay 8 in there. It's so beautiful. I love that he made this wrap come out. This is great if you want the fat to go underneath, Or for many things, you can actually flip it upside down too, and it's got little silicone feet. But if you want to bake, if that's your thing, this is one of the silicone inserts from his Ultimate Bakeware set, the cookie sheet set. So in it goes, and let me show you how cool this air fryer is. I am absolutely blown away in love with this thing. So you're going to tap the button, illuminate the 10 most popular foods made in here. See this little cupcake symbol? We're going to tap it and then hit start right there and watch. It defaults to 20 minutes and 320 degrees, which is perfection for this sprinkle cake. And let's say you're going to peek in there and say, let me see how it's doing. You know what? When you close that drawer, you don't have to do anything. It picks up where you left off without you having to mash a button. It remembers what you did. And then also when it's done, it shuts off. It'll beep and then it'll shut off. So you're not going to ruin food. If you're trying to get a lazy dinner on the table, Suzanne, this is the name of the game.
No kidding. And what are the most extraordinary things you think you can bake in these? Because when people think air frying, they think, oh, I got the French fries and I'll get the frozen mozzarella sticks and throw them in there. I'm going to do the onion rings or the wings. But they really, I don't think, take advantage of the baking capabilities enough. Marion?
Oh, I'm sorry. Were you talking to me? I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I was just saying, I don't think people take
right,
advantage of the baking capabilities enough.
Yes, and you're right. And so what happens with that rack is it lets that air go down and around. A lot of air fryers don't do that as well. Remember, it's that giant fan with a giant heating element, and that's the whole magic. It's swirling around in this closed compartment, and that's where you get the crispy brown without so much of the fat, and I love that. So, of course, it works for baking. There's also a bread symbol, which would do like garlic toast, things like that you wanted to do. But the most popular foods that are put in the air fryer are on there. And what's so cool, Suzanne, is there's no more needing to get a recipe out. You're not going to be fiddling on your phone, trying to Google a recipe, be digging out grandma's cookbook. You're just going to, once you've put your food in, come here, illuminate it, pick which menu item you want. Let's say it's French fries. Boom, right there. It defaults to 400 degrees, 18 minutes, and it's going to take care of everything for you. So you're not having to search.
Now, what I love about this...
let's say you peeked in there and you're like, ooh, those are getting... I'm sorry?
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, if you looked in there and said, ooh, that's getting a little dark, once it picks back up, you can come right here in the middle of it operating, and you can go ahead and lower that or raise it up, the temperature. Same thing with the time while it's running. You can do this, and that's what I love is it's as intuitive as you are. It thinks as fast as you do. So if you look in the couple of minutes, it picks back up. As soon as it does, you're just going to tap on more minutes, whatever it is that you want. It's genius. For the way we are today, this is my best friend in the kitchen.
And it goes up to 400 degrees. It goes up to 60 minutes. I'm telling you, if you do not have a really smart air fryer, this is the one to pick up tonight. It is the most advanced air fryer we've ever offered across all of our brands because they've made it simple, but again, really, really versatile. You do what you want to do with this. Now imagine you're never going to heat up your oven. You don't have to go and say, oh, I want to make a little brownie for the kids or the grandkids and go, let me turn my big oven on. This is going to do it. You say, you know what? I want a great roast beef tonight. Guess what? This is going to do it. You know what? We want to do chicken wings because it's going to be Friday night and we're going to have the gang over for the football game. This is going to do it for you. If you're craving everything that we have to avoid, all those appetizers we love at those restaurants that are all fried, no, you don't have to because you won't use the oil. And what's really interesting is when you switch to this, you realize that everything tastes so much better because you're authentically tasting that crispness and the taste of the food versus the taste of oil, soaked in oil. You'll never do that again, but you'll still have the crunch, you'll still have the brown, you'll still have the bite to it that we love in fried foods. You just don't have any of the guilt. All right, Chef, I want to jump back to you because I know you've got a couple more things to show us.
And you know, I have to tell you, you don't have the extra calories. That's what is so important to by air frying. So no extra calories. You don't have to throw out the old oil. It doesn't smell up your room. And you can make from chicken fingers, for example. Look what a bunch of chicken fingers I made here. You can see they're glistening brown, beautiful. So now you can make chicken fingers and waffles for the whole family, or serve them with some ranch dressing, some mustard dressing, and then just put them on the table. And you know, chicken fingers are not just for children. A lot of grown-ups love them just as much. So you can serve them with a salad. You can serve them just like that. Maybe If you're in the South, put a little bit of syrup, a little maple syrup on top,
Oh,
and or a
chef,
little honey,
stop
some
it.
spicy honey,
Oh, that looks so
and
good.
you're done.
Hey, I gotta ask you a question.
Yeah,
Do you have a recipe for Nashville hot chicken? Have you ever eaten that?
yeah. All you have to do is get a little spicy oil and drip a little spicy oil on top. It's good. But I actually prefer it with spicy honey. You know, I
Oh,
know in
yeah.
Nashville they're very famous for their Nashville chicken.
Yeah.
You know, but I like spicy honey. And you know who made me do that the first time? J-Lo, Jennifer Lopez. I did one of her weddings, I think it was quite a few years ago, and I made some kind of chicken. And then she said, Wolfgang, can you just make me some spicy fried chicken with honey on it? And I said, oh, that sounds really delicious. We make fried chicken in Austria a lot.
Right.
And I made it with spicy honey and lemon juice on it. And it was so delicious. So you can put honey on it and a little chili flakes. Look at that. And then you use a lemon
so good.
and just squeeze a little lemon juice on it. So you even have a little sweet and a little acidity to it. So it makes it even taste better. I tell you, I could eat that all day long.
Chef, can I tell you, all of us were literally drooling over that chicken you're doing right now. It looks so good. But again, Chef, you know what? It's got the right bite. It's got the right brown, the crispness, but it's going to be really moist on the inside because it's not going to dry it out.
Totally, it won't dry it out. Look, my chicken wing, I wish we would have a camera really a close-up. It is so juicy. Look at that here in the inside. Oh. Can you get a close-up here?
Yes,
Flip?
Yeah, it looks great.
Yeah, look at that.
Oh,
it
my
is
gosh,
amazing.
Chef. And you know what's really... Yeah.
And tender, oh my God. I'll tell you, Susan, you know, if I make you chicken like that, you would take me home any minute, as long as their husband is not at home. But
don't tell Gayala, though. Don't tell your wife. I'd be in big trouble.
I know, I won't tell her. No, for sure not.
All right, guys, I got to give you a quick update. If you want the black, it's the most limited. I am down to the last 700. That's going to be sold out. We've got the red available. It's a 9-quart capacity. I'm telling you, it's the most advanced digital system, but the easiest, which just seems funny, right? You're like, oh, wait a minute. No, literally, you start it, you pick the picture. What do you want to do? Is it the fried thing? Is it the cupcakes or the baked thing? Is it the chicken you want to do, the roast, whatever it might be? You hit it, hit the button. It knows what time. It reaches that temperature. You're not having to deal with the oven. You don't have to deal with anything that's like big and bulky. It sits on your counter, or you can store it in your pantry if you want to. But this is going to be a go-to. And what surprises most people is how often, you know what people love to do? Reheat pizza in this. I mean, Chef, it's from the very, like somehow reheated pizza is so good in an air fryer.
But even better, I'll show you a better thing. Make your macaroni and cheese right in here. Look at that.
Oh, yes.
We make that in advance.
Nice.
Look at that. In our catering company, Eric makes that macaroni and cheese or bolognese with a little cheese on top. Oh. You put it in here and you have beautiful, give me a spoon. Here we have one, a little one only.
Chef, what pans should we use inside the air fryer if we're going to do something like that? Or bake?
Well, I use just, this is a metal thing here.
Okay.
And, you know, any one you have, anything fits in there, whatever. You can use porcelain in there. You can use aluminum tins in there. You use whatever you have
like baking
at home.
pans you have? That. Okay.
Yeah, look at that.
Seriously, Chef, that looks so good.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And you know what? What's kind of fun is you're going to get 10...
It's so hot I can't put it in my mouth. If not, I cannot talk anymore.
You get 10 recipes, and let me just tell you, this is the variety, guys. Okay, there's a miso salmon. Can you imagine doing the flakiest, lightest, most beautiful salmons inside here? Imagine doing your shrimp inside here. Beyond that, easy pimento chicken tenders. Like, I 100% want to know what that recipe is, right? How about easy French fries? We know it can do that. Crustless quiches. If you want to make breakfast, because you've got people finally coming to visit, you can make mini quiches for everybody inside here. And quickly, Italian chicken wings, appetizer, orange, camembert, baked pears, Mexican fiesta salad, extra lean bison patties, cheesy bread. Oh, and FYI, Chef, we have your fantastic beef burgers coming up with the rolls.
Yeah.
You could do those burgers inside here, couldn't you?
Totally. You can make your cheeseburgers right in here. It melts the cheese perfectly on top. Did we make some? Okay, all right. He said we had some. Okay, let's look at them.
Ooh,
Oh,
nice.
look at them. We have like 2 in here.
Okay.
And look at that. I mean, we could put 6 in there. Look at 2 looks a little lost in there almost, you know. Okay,
That's your burger coming
look at
up,
that. And
right?
then we have our French fries to go with it, and you're done.
You could do hot dogs in here, couldn't you?
Oh, totally. You can do anything you can bake in the oven, you can do it right in here too. So it makes it really perfect, a perfect way to cook, and you don't feel guilty. Look how much stuff I made. The sweet potato fries, the tarts, I love it. We actually served them at the Oscar party with a little caviar and smoked salmon on the potato tarts, the onion rings, the French
Nice.
fries, the chicken thighs, the chicken tenderloins here, macaroni and cheese, hamburger, cheeseburger, whole roast. You know, roasting in there is to perfection because the air circulation is so perfect. You can regulate the temperature. It also has a whole menu of different things for French fries, for chicken, for fish. So that way you cannot make a mistake. It will do everything for you. No preheating necessary. All you have to do is put your food in there, turn it on, and that's it. It's so simple. If you want French fries or if you want chicken French fries, as is this one, okay? And then you turn it on, and that's it. In 7 minutes, you get French fries.
It's awesome. And it
See that?
preheats itself. It's ready to go. It's
Yeah.
much faster. And I'm telling you, if you use a traditional oven, the results on this is improved so much. You just, until you get it at home, you don't understand how amazing air fried food can be. Because people think, oh, we tried air fried, you know, air popcorn back in the day. That stuff was the worst stuff ever. It just didn't replicate really good popcorn. Do not think that. This is gonna give you better food than even your old oven's gonna do. I promise you that. If you want the black, this is now the most limited, so if this is your choice. And please remember, after the anniversary show, the price is gonna go up to $165. So this is a really nice savings. It's not like just $5 off. It's a lot of savings tonight. Now we also added 5 flex pays. Gotta explain that real quick. It's $23.99, any major credit card. We spread your payments out over 5 months, but you get it right away. Get this at home. It's the most intuitive, it's the easiest, it's the smartest at the same time, because you can either set it and forget about it, or you can control it the way you want to. So any way you cook, whether you're absolutely a beginner, maybe someone's moving to their first apartment, to, hey, I'm really an experienced chef, I love cooking in the kitchen, I'm a foodie, I think you're gonna fall in love with this, and you'll be shocked at how often you're gonna use this. You really will. You'll buy it and think, oh, I'll do a couple things, and then you find yourself all day long. You know you could do literally a grilled cheese sandwich, a grilled ham and cheese sandwich in here. Grilled without any oil whatsoever. All right, Marion's with us as well. We're gonna hop back to her kitchen. Marion, what do you got cooking now?
Oh my gosh, one of the things that we make probably the most often is vegetables that we roast. I love to use an oil sprayer. You can even buy them in the store that already have the oil in them. I do it in a bag, Suzanne, because then all the seasoning goes in, like some pepper, a bunch of salt, whatever it is. And then when you close it, you can shake it. And what that does is coat every little spray of oil on there. It coats everything with just a kiss of oil, because that's all it needs. You don't need gallons of oil. And if you struggle with your weight like I do, this is your best friend. Why? Because crispy and crunchy and browned is the name of the game, not soggy and gross and boiled and steamed and all of that. This is gonna get it crunchy. So see that yummy goodness? And there's a couple of sausages in there. And by the way, those could even be vegan. If you're plant-based, this is your best friend too, because we want the crunch. So watch, follow me here. See this vegetable, the carrot sign? I'm gonna hit it and I'm gonna hit start. And it's gonna be perfect. It knows exactly how hot, it knows how long, and dinner's gonna be served in 20 minutes. And it's gonna be perfect. I love you, Wolfgang. Thank you for making this for us, because all of America needs it.
It's so funny, Marianne. I was making my roasted vegetables in here.
Oh,
Look at that. It
look
took
at that.
so long. And you know, when you roast your vegetable,
Wow.
you get all the flavors you will ever need. You know, if you boil them or steam them, there is no flavor. All the flavors gonna go away and gonna go into the water. All the vitamins, all the nutrients gonna go away. Now, with the roasting, with the air fryer, every vegetables gonna be concentrated. It's gonna taste much sweeter because vegetables have sugar in it, like carrots and zucchinis and so forth. You're gonna say, I didn't know vegetables tasted good. You know, this is a complete different experience. If you never tried an air fryer, or if you have one, maybe a small one, this is the perfect size for 2 people or for 4 people. You can fry enough. It's just so delicious. I tell you, it will change your life when you have an air fryer. It will change the way you eat, the flavor, the way it tastes, and you can do everything from desserts to appetizer, from fries to roasted chicken, to a roast beef, to a roasted pork tenderloin. You name it, a turkey breast. It's big enough to fit a lot in there. So it's small enough that it heats up very fast, no preheating necessary. It has this really amazing fan on top and a really strong heating element. So that's all you need.
Yeah, speaking of strong, it's 1,700 watts. That's powerful. And you just plug it into a standard plug. Easy cleanup too. It is completely non-stick on the interior, so no worries there. It's not gonna be a hassle to take care of it. We love that as well. All right, guys, stay right there on the line. If you want the black, it is by far the most limited of the two. And again, try it tonight. You got 30 days. If you don't use it at least like 10 or 15 times within 30 days or more, please send it back. But I think you're gonna love it. All right, more with Chef Wolfgang.